first of all, it offends me because the idea is you're not working hard enough. So if we attach more money, you'll work harder than you are now in the classroom. Okay, well, that's clearly coming from somebody who has not experienced what a teacher does every day in the classroom. I mean, lunch is supposed to be duty-free. What a joke that is, okay? What are they doing? They're working on stuff. Even if they have their lunch there, you hear them talking about, okay, what are we going to do next week, or what are we, you know, what idea, you know, I mean, work, I mean, you know, the hours that a classroom teacher puts in, you know, are just incredible.
Okay, a few things. Sustainability, and if it's merit pay or performance-based pay based on how the teachers perform in the classroom on test scores, or even students how they perform on standardized testing, how do you make it fair and equitable for every teacher? Because not all classrooms are made up exactly the same. You have students who come from various backgrounds. Many are either on IEPs, 504s, they could be special ed, they could be pushed in because of inclusion. You could have gate clusters. Do you break those clusters apart? You have teacher requests by parents. So how do you work through all that so it's fair and equitable for every teacher, so there's equal chances for everybody to perform at the same level or move their kids, and then measure that? And then what is the measuring tool? What is going to be a fair measuring tool for the students?
First reaction is yes, no, yes, no. You know, it's what are you going to base it on? That's what worries me. Are they going to base it on test scores? Are they going to base it on, you know, student performance overall? What are they going to base it on? Your evaluation from your evaluator, your supervisor? It's kind of the whole No Child Left Behind. What are they basing this stuff on? And they're throwing it out there with no foundation.
I think if someone is unscrupulous and they understand, hey, you know, everything is, you know, my compensation is related to my test scores, you know, you may have folks that decide, hey, it's worth trying to do something a little shady.
Teachers who are working in high-risk communities where there is an inordinate amount of low socioeconomic families, where maybe there's a high rate of crime or violence, sure, I think that they do deserve to be paid a little bit more, because it is extremely difficult to work under those circumstances. And it takes more with regard to even personal resources and finances for a teacher to be successful in an area like that. However, to pay a teacher who's working in an affluent area where there's plenty of parent support, where the students are highly motivated, that doesn't make any sense to me. Because pretty much their job is much more conducive to the ideal situation. But merit pay shouldn't be given unless the playing field is level.
I don't think I've read much showing that somehow are groups of lazy teachers that will only work harder if they get more money. All the teachers I've ever met work like dogs. Day in and day out. They come in early, they leave late, they get to know their students on a personal level, they come in on the weekends, they go to workshops during the summer, they do everything that they possibly know how. They can't work any harder. And I would like people to point out the research that says that when you pay teachers more for their test scores, does that actually have any difference in student achievement levels? I challenge anyone to try and find that is just a political game. Merit pay, it sounds great. Oh yeah, we'll just raise the bar. I don't think any research supports that.
Merit pay, I think, would do a disservice to teachers. I think, like we spoke about many times in our staff room, I think merit pay would just, I think the ideas behind it is great, but it won't work. I think giving teachers pay based on how well they teach or what they can do with their students is just, it's like No Child Left Behind. It's just the intent of it doing well is there, but I don't think it will ever come to fruition. I don't think that what they want from it will come to light. I don't think giving teachers money based on how well their children score is accurate on how well they can teach their students, especially when we have 34-to-1 in a classroom, especially when those 34 students are different. You can't make them all the same.
What is your measurement rubric? Who's going to develop the measurement rubric and who is going to facilitate it? Is it going to be used the same from one school site to the next, one city to the next? Are you going to go, I like this person, so I'm going to give them, I think I'll push them over a little bit? Are you going to bring somebody else in to observe them, that teacher, so that it's not opinion based? Has the teacher been working there 5 years or 1 year, 10 years, 20 years? What, are we going to put this all in one basket? Am I going to be teaching English only and another teacher teaching dual? How are you going to mesh measurement standards for each one if the classrooms are not the same?
Wherever it's been tried, there's no proof that it's improved learning and that more learning is taking place than took place elsewhere.
But they'll say the scores went up, the scores went up.
And that's not necessarily true either. Okay, our current Secretary of Education, Arnie Duncan, okay, pushed that into the Chicago school system, yet the scores aren't any measurably better now because of it than they were before.
Does merit pay work? Okay, there's never been any study shown where merit pay has worked.
Today, I'm expanding upon the idea of one of my colleagues. Her name is Cece. Merit pay for parents, baby. Forget about merit pay for teachers. I'm going to do my job no matter how much I get paid. All right, let's go show the masses the unveiling of Cece's idea. All right, got the bus on board. Merit pay for parents. They are the best advocates for their children. Oh, I feel like I'm soliciting fake honks now. Honk. Go. Woo! Yes. Don't you care, America? You want merit pay for parents, don't you? Oh, sounds like a great idea. No, merit pay. You get money if your kids' scores go up.
I only had no kids.
Oh. Well, your parents would get money if your scores went up. Did you try your hardest on the STAR test?
No, I didn't actually.
Did you hear that? He said he did not try his hardest on the STAR.
I actually dropped out.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was a bad little kid.
Well, there's always a second chance for all of us.
We all wish that.
No, there is. There is a second chance for all of us. You've got to believe.